Just a couple of silly friends.
Hi friends, welcome back to Two Friends React. I am Enough.
And I'm Edward. Welcome back.
And today we are watching 10 Things I Hate About You, which I have seen a lot, and Edward has not seen it at all.
Nope. Never seen it. Not a once.
For those of you who have seen it, you may notice that I tried to dress a little bit like one of the characters today. I am really excited about this. I love this film a lot. It's got the good music, it's got the good, fashion. Oh, so great. Oh, and it's an adaptation of a Shakespeare play, which is awesome.
Ah, yes, I heard about that. It's The Taming of the Shrew, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is a Shakespeare play I'm not very familiar with. So I guess I won't have anything spoiled in that regard.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's also a lot of fun if you are familiar with it, because then you can see all the little nods to it here and there. There was another movie that came out around this time called Get Over It that was also a modern adaptation of a Shakespeare play, Midsummer Night's Dream. And while I also really love that film, it doesn't do as good of a job at getting the plot really similar to the original. It kind of loses the thread as it goes on, but in the way that like a Monty Python film does. Like, it's still really funny. It's still funny. It's still got great quotable lines. It's just don't pay attention to the plot.
Okay. I just want to say, when Enough found out that I hadn't seen this yet, hadn't seen 10 Things I Hate About You, they were so excited that we were able to do it on this channel. As soon as they found out, they're like, all right, this is one of the first videos we're doing. This is one of the first movies we're doing, like, now. So, I mean, I hope it hasn't been overhyped for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a masterpiece of modern film. It's a cute little flick.
Yeah, I know. I'm so excited to share this with you finally.
Let's just get right into it.
All right.
Something tells me it's going to be my turn to sing along.
Here we go. 1, 2.
I like the sort of scratchy, like, colored pencil opening. Yes! Bare Naked Ladies!
My childhood's coming back to me.
Hey, there are a couple of nice Canadian boys.
And this was Heath Ledger's big breakout role.
I'm just gonna dance the whole time.
And David Krumholtz! Oh my god, I love David Krumholtz.
His name's familiar, but I can't place him.
You'll see.
Oh my god, 90s! 90s! Oh my god! Yes! Joan Jett! Oh my god, I'm in love with the soundtrack already. I really like this opening.
And Susan May Pratt. Where has she been? She was in like a bunch of these.
Allison
Allison
Janney?
Janney.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, have such a
Gabrielle
crush on Allison
Union.
Janney.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I see why she's perky.
So, Cameron, here you go.
Is this one of these movies where people don't talk the way normal people do, but you don't care because it's just so, like, quick and fun?
We'll let you decide that as we go along.
Okay.
But yes.
Says here you exposed yourself in the cafeteria.
I was joking with the lunch lady. It was a bratwurst.
Bratwurst? Aren't we the optimists?
Oh! Rude.
That's inappropriate for a teenager.
Scoot!
She doesn't care.
Oh my god. I love this character
gives-
already.
She gives no fucks.
I guess write what you know.
Michael X I'm supposed to show you
That's
around.
David Krumholtz.
To the left, we have the coffee kids.
That was Costa Rican.
Very edgy. Don't make any sudden movements around. These are your future MBAs. Yuppie Greed is back, my friend. Hey, guys.
It's not though.
Hoagie Lowenstein started a rumor that I buy my eyes out at an outlet mall. I'll still take over. Don't worry.
I like that the teenagers actually look like teenagers. Older teenagers, like, but they could easily pass for 16, 17, 18, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I love how they just go through all the cliches, like, but they're not even, like, cliches, like the coffee kids, cowboys, that's weird. And I love that they act like it's a normal thing.
Romantic? Hemingway? He was an abusive alcoholic.
We even have the not like other girl. Even though she's completely right.
What did I miss?
The oppressive patriarchal values that dictate our education.
Good.
Is there any chance we could get Kat to take her Midol before she comes to class? Someday you're gonna get bitch slapped, and I'm not gonna do a thing to stop.
I like him.
Mm-hmm. He's fun.
I know how difficult it must be for you to overcome all those years of upper middle class suburban. Ask them why they can't buy a book written by a black man.
That's right, Mom.
Don't even get me started on YouTube.
This is amazing! Oh god, I love him.
My cheeks are gonna hurt from smiling so much.
Oh, I'm right there with you. I love this. I am 7 minutes in, and I love this movie already. This is not like the typical rom-com I expected it to be.
What's another word for engorged?
I'll look it up.
Go by a thesaurus.
Swollen. Turgid.
Tumescent?
Perfect.
Is it?
I know, what? I've never heard that word before.
It's not a sexy word.
The way you expressed your opinion to Bobby Ridgway. By the way, his testicle retrieval operation went quite well, in case you're interested.
I still maintain that he kicked himself in the balls.
People perceive you as somewhat
Tempestuous?
heinous bitch is the term used most often. You might want to work on that.
Virgin alert. Favorite.
Ew.
Yeah.
She's out of reach, even for you.
No one's out of reach for me.
Even for you, as though he's like the hot guy on campus?
This I'm gonna do for fun.
Okay. The 90s were a strange time.
She, my friend, is what we will spend the rest of our lives not having. Put her in your spank bank. Move on.
No.
Move on.
No, you're wrong about her. I mean, you know, not about the spanking.
I don't know what it is, but there's something about this dialogue that's not... It's not realistic, but it flows so well that I almost feel like it's real.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. We're in the setup phase where we're introducing all the characters, and I think they're doing a brilliant job. Like, I'm already kind of interested in these characters, which for 10 minutes into a vapid rom-com, which this obviously is not, I'm impressed. Like, I was not expecting to be, like, interested in these characters. And they're incredibly entertaining. And the actors are all doing a great job. I feel like I'm actually watching a bunch of high schoolers being high schoolers in an exaggerated, comical way. You know? Obviously, This isn't quite real, like, you know, the coffee people, the cowboys. It's a bit over the top and silly, but it's a movie. It should be, while still being grounded, you know? And I think they're achieving the balance of ridiculous and grounded brilliantly in the first 10 minutes. And again, we were 10 minutes in and I love it.
Awesome. Did you catch the name of the high school?
I did not.
Padua.
Padua, which is a Taming of the Shrew reference?
It's a Shakespeare in general reference, I guess, I'd say. He uses it as a city that a lot of the... I can't remember how many, but... think at least 3 of the plays are set in.
Padua. I
No,
guess I haven't read one of those.
I think. Or am I confusing that with Verona?
Verona he uses a lot. Or at least he does for Shakespeare, for Romeo and Juliet, is Verona.
I was in Taming of the Shrew in high school, and that is the last time I touched that play.
I know you can be overwhelmed, and you can be underwhelmed. But can you ever just be whelmed? I think you can in Europe.
What? I'm sorry, what does that even mean? I think you can in Europe? Also, are
It's
they
not
that,
supposed to
like-
make sense.
Oh, I know, but also, like...
That's a charming new development.
It's disgusting.
So, I first heard the whole, like, you know, underwhelmed, overwhelmed, can you ever just be whelmed thing? From Teen Titans, not Teen Titans, Young Justice. Young Justice is an amazing TV show, another one of those that only lasted a couple seasons, but then got a revival years and years later. And it's Robin, it's like a running thing where Robin is, like, taking, like, things that are over or under, and, like, can you ever just be whatever? And the first one he does is whelmed. So I always remember it. So I guess Robin was, Young Justice was ripping off this movie.
I think it's also a common joke, but maybe.
Yeah.
It definitely is a popular line from the film.
Can you ever just be whelmed? See, I have always thought when I heard people say that they were quoting Young Justice, and I got excited, but no, probably not.
I think you can in Europe.
Okay.
Just a minor encounter with the shrew. It's your girlfriend's sister.
Wait, that's Bianca's sister?
The mewling, Rampalian wretch herself.
Oh my god!
Post! Post! Need to post.
Oh! I love how they're making it, like, as awkward and painful as possible. I also want to say, I love how they, like, slip in, like, occasional Shakespeare terms, like mewling, and, like, every so often someone will just say something straight out of Shakespeare, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Also, the shrew. Very subtle. Oh god, white suburbia.
Sunshine on my window makes me happy, like I should be. Outside, all around me, really sleepy. Don't tell me you can't see.
I'll stop.
Hey, what's this? It says Sarah Lawrence.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
But isn't Sarah Lawrence on the other side of the country?
Thus the basis of its appeal.
Thus the basis of its appeal.
Oh, you dub like me. Be a husky.
No, you decided. Ask Bianca who drove her home.
Cat, don't change the drove who drove home. What are the 2 house rules? Number 1, no dating till you graduate. Number 2, no dating till you graduate.
Yeah, because that works.
This morning, I delivered a set of twins to a 15-year-old girl. Do you know what she said to me?
I'm a crack whore who should have made my skeezy boyfriend wear a condom.
That did not age well.
Nope.
She said, I should have listened to my father.
I feel like she did not say that.
Well, that's what she would have said if she wasn't so doped up.
Yeah.
No.
Old rule out. New rule. Bianca can date. When she does.
Oh.
But she's a mutant. What if she never dates?
Then you'll never date. Oh, I like that. And I'll get to sleep at night. The deep slumber of a father whose daughters aren't out being impregnated.
Ugh. Teach your kids about safe sex and sex ed. And...
Yeah.
Of course, this is America, so...
Kids just find some blind F take you to the movies so I can have one date.
Yeah.
Well, it does a really good job of showing us how crappy of a person Bianca is.
I mean, yes and no, because that was people. I mean, this is the 90s. People were much less sensitive in general.
Couldn't this quick? Roxanne, Corinne, and Andrew Jarrett are having an incredibly horrendous public breakup on the quad. Again.
But I mean, she's also supposed to be not a nice person.
If that's alright with you.
Not the hacking and gagging and spitting part, please.
Wait, why are these two talking? Have they met?
He's learning French and pretending to be a French tutor because she needed one.
Oh, I missed that. When did that happen?
We might have been talking over it.
I know that your dad doesn't let you
Okay.
date, but I thought that if it was for French class, that...
Oh, wait a minute. Curtis,
Cameron.
I can date when my sister does.
Oh,
A beaucoup problemo, Calvin.
Wow, she is also awful.
She used to be really popular, and then it was like she got sick of it or something. Plus, she's a bitch.
I mean, you know, people jump out of airplanes and ski off cliffs.
You think you could find someone that extreme?
Yeah, sure, why not?
And you do that?
I swear I completely missed the part where he lied about being a French tutor. Like,
It was very brief, and she wasn't in the scene
Okay.
at all. He was just talking to his friend.
yeah. Oh, okay, that's not great editing in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
they should have shown something.
I don't
What
disagree.
the fuck? Yeah.
Would any of you be interested in dating Katarina Stratford?
Oh, I've never been that ripped.
Maybe if we were the last two people alive and there were no sheep.
Are there sheep? Also, yet another proof that this is totally, like, over-the-top ridiculous and somewhat unbelievable. She's a pretty blonde girl. Like, come on. Like, someone would date her just for a chance. Like, one of the moments in Hollywood that, like, a movie that came out that upset me so much. Now, I don't know if it was played seriously or not, because I haven't seen the movie. But just the poster made me nauseous. A movie, I think it was 2015, called The Duff. The premise is the Duff stands for the designated ugly fat friend.
Oh.
And Mae Whitman plays the designated ugly fat friend. The thing, and in the end she gets the guy, blah, blah, blah. But again, it could be the movie plays it for laughs. I don't know. It could be that the whole point of it is, again, I haven't seen the movie. Commenters, if you've seen the movie, if you can tell me whether or not, the whole point of it was that it was played like, as in, this concept is awful, she's not fat, duh. Because
Right.
what upset me, though, was that, like, just the poster, like, Mae Whitman doesn't look fat in the poster at all. Not even by, like, Hollywood standards. And I was, like, if you go online and look, see pictures of her, like, on the red carpet and everything, she is gorgeous and thin. So she is neither ugly nor fat. And yet she's the Duff, the desert. And so this sort of reminds me of that a little bit, the trend in Hollywood that, like, movies will have someone be undateable, ugly, when they are, in fact, by normal human standards, gorgeous. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, that reminds me of GBF, which stands for Gay Best Friend. It's a movie that does something... Well, I haven't seen The Duff, so I don't know exactly how they handle it, but they're criticizing the concept. It's cute. I don't think that we are supposed to... I don't think the writers intended Kat to be ugly or to be seen by the other characters in that way, so much as she has gained a reputation for being a scary personality that nobody wants to interact with.
Okay. Also, I'm not bothered by it here, because the thing is, this movie is so ridiculous and over the top. The idea... I almost find it funny that calling someone like that undateable is kind of funny because of how silly it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, personality is awful important.
Yeah, I think the point is that this character has gone out of her way to be undateable. Like, she doesn't want to date. She doesn't want anybody to date her. She wants them to leave her alone.
Yeah.
He sold his own liver on the black market for a new set of speakers.
I feel like that's not true.
I like his
I love how the other guy. I like how the other guy who's like looks like the badass like I'm all metal. He's like, no, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I wish we got more of the friend.
Listen,
Okay, he's legitimately a psycho.
Yeah, well, what we need is a backer.
What's that?
Someone with money who's stupid.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Okay.
You want Bianca, right? But, she can't go out with you because her sister is this insane head case and no one will go out with her, right? You need to hire a guy who'll go out with her. Someone who doesn't scare so easily.
That's actually not a bad penis on the face. Like, that was actually a pretty decent job. I'm not gonna lie.
What are you doing getting him involved?
Relax now. Relax. We let him pretend he's calling the shots while he's busy setting things up.
I was just going through the whole thing, dick on his face, not going to wash it.
I have a dick on my face, don't I?
Remember, guys.
Oh my god.
Rip it. And
This guy.
Nice
catch.
Jinx.
I had some great duck last night. See that girl?
I mean, it's a girls' soccer team. You might need to be more specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, Sparky. Look.
Yeah, I like the friend.
Well, let's think about this. We go to the movies, that's $15.
Alright, he's doing the math. I respect that.
Go on, that's 53.
What? Also, like 38 for popcorn? Like, what? That's
I
a
don't
bit
know.
extreme, but yeah.
Concession prices are a lot, but
That's
something
true.
to keep in mind is that movie theaters make like 90% of their profits from the concession stand. They make almost
Yes.
nothing from ticket sales. So
And a lot of that is because of Disney. But that's a separate discussion for another time.
Now there's a way to get a guy's attention, huh?
My mission in life.
Why don't you try being nice? People wouldn't know what to think.
You forget I don't care what people think.
Yes, you do.
I think she does. But like the other way.
I happen to like being adored, thank you.
Where'd you get the pearls?
My mom's.
And you've been what, hiding them for 3 years?
It's not like she's coming back to claim them.
Is their mom dead or like ran off?
ran off.
Oh. It's okay. Coming together a little bit.
Are you following me?
I was in the laundromat. I saw your car. Came over to say hi.
Hi.
Well, maybe you're not afraid of me, but I'm sure you've thought about me naked, huh?
Am I that transparent? I want you. I need you. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
She's an icon.
I love her.
You mind?
Not at all.
He plays such a good asshole. Like, major credit. I mean... oh, she smiled.
Fine, then stop making my decisions for me.
I'm your father, that's my right.
So what I want doesn't matter.
You're 18, you don't know what you want. And you won't know what you want till you're 45, and even if you get it, you'll be too old to use it.
Okay, he is clearly projecting.
Little bit.
Like... But I like the fact that they're not... It's not subtle. Like, he's the bad guy here. Not a bad guy, but like... The dad is quote-unquote the bad guy in that he's an antagonist. But he's also very sympathetic in that his wife ran off. He's trying his best to raise 2 daughters. It's not easy. He's making mistakes, but I can understand where he's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And he clearly does care about them.
Yeah, and if he really is a doctor who's specifically, like, delivering babies and seeing teenagers do that, then I can see why he would be nervous about that. But, yeah, he's not handling it in the best way.
No, but he's also handling it, unfortunately, in a very typical way. I mean, you still see it today in like, with purity culture and, oh God, purity balls where dads go with their daughters and their daughters swear to remain pure till marriage, which is the most disturbing, disgusting, like, you are literally pledging, like, oh God, I don't know. I don't even.
Yeah, we don't.
Okay, I'm done. Not getting into it anymore. Moving on. But I like the fact that all the characters in this movie, even though they're a bit over the top, they're very much they're movie characters. They're all still very relatable. Like, I can relate to the dad's fears. I can understand where he's coming from. He's projecting. He needs to go to therapy.
He needs to be prioritizing working on himself and not controlling his daughters.
Yes. And I feel that scene was very well done in terms of really fleshing out the dad's character and their relationship, the daughter's relationship with the dad. That I'm really impressed with this movie. It accomplishes so much in so little time. I haven't been bored for a second. And a lot of movies, even movies I love, will have moments where I'm just kind of like, okay, I can skip this part. This movie is quick and to the point. One of the biggest things for me when I watch a movie is how is the pacing. And I found the pacing so far to be just exceptional, with one exception, being what we talked about earlier, where it's like, wait, when did he become a French tutor? What?
Yeah. It would help if we didn't talk over that part, but yeah.
Well, even still, like, she just shows up and starts talking to him as though they know each other in one scene. And I'm like, shouldn't he have gone and been like, hey, yeah, I'm a French tutor? And she's like, oh, great, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Something quick like that.
And also, I think that part of the reason that they do that, though, is that she doesn't know who he is, and she doesn't care. She's just like, okay, whoever you are, let's get this over with. I have other things that are important to me.
Fair enough. Okay. Ah!
I just upped my price.
What?
Yeah.
Forget it.
Well, forget her sister then.
Oh, that smile. I see why they cast him as the Joker.
Yeah.
Verona. Oh God, that smile.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's that guy. I love that they're just like, all right, you're going to be the designated background character. And because of your outfit and your facial expressions, he's going to be so memorable.
The situation is, my man Cameron here has a Major Jones for Bianca Stratford.
What is it with this chick? She have beer-flavored nipples?
Hey folks, enough here from the editing bay. Unfortunately, in an attempt to improve the quality of our video, my video somehow went in and out starting from here on out. So if you only see clips with Ed in it and hear my voice, that's what's going on. We're doing our best to get it all figured out so that we have some good quality video and audio for you.
We set this whole thing up so Cameron can get the girl. Cameron, Joey's just a pawn.
So you two are gonna help me tame the wild beast?
Absolutely.
This is so disturbing.
You're not wrong.
Let's start here. Now, Friday night, Bogey Lowenstein is having a party. It's the perfect opportunity. And for a little payback.
Wine and cheese party. Oh, God. Oh. I love the primitive photoshopping. Oh, this is shot so beautifully.
It's so good.
And I like how, like, each level they only put their arms out, like, as the camera's panning. That was a beautiful shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like that scene.
Yeah, it's more...
Pensive?
Damn, I was going for thoughtful. Brush thing on Friday night?
Yeah, I might.
Good. Because, you know, I'm not gonna bother if you won't be there.
I call bullshit.
You want to go, but you know I can't. Not unless my sister does.
Like, who wears white pants to the beach?
You know, she's not going for my guy. She's not a...
Oh, I guess they're not really at the beach. They're, what is it, an underpass?
What the hell is that?
Okay, so that's the kind of guy she likes, like pretty guys.
I don't know. All I've ever heard her say is that she'd die before dating a guy that smokes.
We need to go behind enemy lines here.
What the hell was that statue?
This is so violating.
But it was so random. Oh yeah, these are not good people. No one in this movie is a good person.
I mean,
Like,
Kat's
they're-
not that bad.
Oh yeah, Kat's fine. She just wants to be left alone.
Tell us.
She wants to have sex someday, that's what.
What?
She could just like the color.
You don't buy black lingerie unless you want someone to see it.
What? That is... What? No. What?
No, that's not.
Can I see your room?
No. A girl's room is very personal.
She says as they... I love how it zooms out to like, yeah, they're in her room. Like,
Yeah.
showing the hypocrisy and... No, you're right. Kat's just doing her own thing. Like, yeah, she's kind of annoying at times, whatever, but she just wants to be left alone. What the hell are they doing there? And how did they get in? They're very clearly underage. Yeah, that's not the type of bar that cards, I guess.
I went to a bar and ordered a drink for the first time when I was 17.
Oof.
I was doing Rocky Horror, and the bar next door did not cart. He's lucky he didn't get his ass beat.
Should you be drinking alcohol when you don't have a liver?
What?
Nothing.
I told you. Yeah, obviously some of the tales are gonna be fake.
Kat hates smokers.
So you're telling me I'm a non-smoker?
Yeah.
I love the way he said that, like he was like terrified of it.
Bianca said that Kat likes pretty guys.
You're telling me I'm not a pretty guy?
Very pretty.
Yeah,
He's a gorgeous
I
guy.
just wasn't
You're
sure.
a
I
gorgeous
didn't
guy.
know. You know.
Of course he's pretty, and maybe a little insecure, but he is very pretty.
Likes Thai food, feminist bros, and angry girl music of the indie rock persuasion.
I mean, I like those things too. Those are all cool things.
This movie introduced me to Riot Girl. I will be forever grateful for that.
Nice.
Your favorite band's playing there tomorrow night.
I can't be seeing a club skunk, all right?
But she'll be there.
I mean, it's literally all alt women, punk women, whatever. Like, is it a lesbian bar?
It looks like it.
I was gonna say, like...
I mean, I've never seen a lesbian bar this awesome, but I hope it exists.
I also feel like if it wasn't a specifically lesbian bar, men would invade a bar where there were lots of women. Because that's what we do. Is this Riot Girl?
No, I think I would probably
Okay.
classify this as alternative rock.
Okay. I don't know Riot Girl.
Riot Girl is a genre of music.
Oh, okay.
Do you know Bikini Kill?
Nope.
Okay.
We will
We'll
address
come
this
back.
later. Yep. Wait, oh, so he's just called Verona, or is that his name?
That's his last name.
Oh, okay.
Patrick Verona. One of those cute little nods.
Yeah.
If you're planning on asking me out again, you might as well just get it over.
Do you mind? You're kind of ruining this for me.
You're not surrounded by your usual cloud of smoke.
I know, I quit. Apparently they're bad for you.
You think?
I do like their chemistry. They're like, they're sort of, they have an amazing chemistry.
I was watching you out there before. I've never seen you look so sexy. Come to Bogey's
Charming smile.
Maybe if you asked instead of commanding.
Also, dude, don't invade women's spaces. That's just icky.
Should have used the window.
I bet he just said that every 5 minutes, assuming that they were going to try sneaking out. I don't think he actually knew they were there.
Oh, yeah.
Thinking 4D chess right there. No, not actually, but I could see that being a funny joke.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Yay, more Gabrielle Union!
I don't like the fact that she's basically just a background character. She's filling the role of the black best friend. Like, she's had barely any lines, and I feel like she's the only character, aside from that background guy, that has gotten any amount of screen time that we know nothing about. Like, we know more about Bogey Lowenstein than we do about her.
Fair. This is also before Gabrielle Union was Gabrielle Union icon.
Mr. Stratford is just a party.
And hell is just a sauna.
People expect me to be there.
Cat's not going, you're not going.
Bogey's party is just a lame excuse for all the idiots at our school to drink beer and rub up against each other in hopes of distracting themselves from the pathetic emptiness of their meaningless consumer-driven lives.
She's a little predictable.
One night, forget that you're completely wretched and be my sister. Please. Please.
Fine, I'll make an appearance.
I like that Kat had a little smile there, like...
Yeah, I like that it shows us that she really cares about her sister and really wants her to be happy.
Yeah.
Listen to me. To picture wearing this under your halter top.
You are so completely unbalanced.
Yep.
No drinking, no drugs, no kissing, no tattoos, no piercings, no ritual animal slaughters of any kind. Oh, God, I'm giving them ideas.
I love the fact that she's having a hard time smiling. Like, she's having a hard time not smiling, which is very in character. I really like that.
How do I look?
You look like my great uncle Milton.
You think I should lose the tie?
Yeah.
Maybe you're right.
What are they wearing? Who wears this to a high school party?
A couple of nerds who don't know how to dress. Also, I like the fact that his suit, like his clothes, are a little ill-fitting. Like, that was clearly intentional. Just to make him look even more awkward.
Now remember, guys, don't touch anything.
Oh, God.
That sounds like the worst.
Tell you.
He's taking out of a face. I think you're supposed to. Also, I love how he's balding already. What the hell? Who brings a full DJ setup? I mean, besides that
My
guy,
friends.
obviously.
My friends would do that.
Oh, God.
You know, I'm thinking of getting a Tercel.
Oh, yeah, I remember that car.
On the spacious backseat.
Oof, that was painful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
You guys, please, take it outside. Thank you.
I'd feel bad for him if he wasn't such a loser.
Found me.
Bianca, wait.
Please do not address me in public.
No, there's something I need to tell you.
Look, I am busy and
Like, she's doing you a favor right now.
I just want to say about that, like, yeah, the guy's gross and they're doing a good job, but, like, he's the exact type of guy you should be worried about knocking up your daughters.
Yeah.
Like, he seems like the type of guy who's like, oh, no, babe, I'm too big. Like, remember... So, viewers, if anyone ever says that to you, take a condom and put it over your entire arm and ask them if they're too big. I remember reading online this story where it was in a sex ed class and someone and the teacher and someone asked, you know, oh, what if you're too big? And the teacher just put the condom on like a shoe.
Nice.
A little bit of education. Yes, if you have the wrong size condom, it can be difficult with circulation and whatever, and be difficult, you know, cause issues. So you get the right size condom. There is no one on the planet who cannot find one that fits. Even if you have to special order them, they exist. So never ever, for any reason, let someone try to talk you out of using condom if that is what you want to do. Period.
That's good advice.
What is this?
Right on. I'm getting trashed, man. Isn't that what you're supposed to do at a party?
I don't know. I say do what you want to do.
Funny. You're the only one.
Aw. I feel bad for her. Like, yeah, she really is the only one here who's totally innocent. Oh my god, nice guys.
Lord of the dance. Hi, Heather.
Bite me.
Should have kept the time.
No. I love all the people dancing in the background like there's actual music playing.
Oh, yeah.
You know Chastity?
Yeah. Yeah, I think, we have art together, right?
Neat.
Just like, what the fuck? Why are you pawning me off?
You really look amazing.
And we all know I look amazing.
Oh. I love how Chastity doesn't like him either. Like, Chastity knows better.
Actually, I think you might have misinterpreted that.
What, me?
Yeah, I think she was agreeing that he is, like, super hot.
Oh, okay.
And then it's just, like, super obvious. So everyone would obviously agree with that.
There's a surprisingly good amount of, like, slapstick comedy in this, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I did there? That was underwear. I'll show you the bathing suit one again.
Oh, God. He's blue stealing.
Mm-hmm.
How all of his looks are blue steel. Oh, no. Oh.
Ah.
I almost feel bad for Bogey at this point. I mean, I don't, because he's icky, but almost. Wow, so he's still going. I like that she's, like, just barely smart enough to realize that, like, no.
Yep, she's finally starting to see him.
Also, she turns around and sees Cameron, and, like, in a lot of rom-coms, like I said at the beginning, like, sort of the standard rom-coms, which is what I always assumed this was without knowing anything about it, that would have been the moment where she turns and sees him and is like, oh, that guy's a jerk. Oh, but you're the sweet, nice guy who was always wondering. And she's just like, no, that guy's a jerk, and I just have no interest in you. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I interpreted that as her realizing that Joey is a jerk and she doesn't like him, and then seeing Cameron and realizing that she treated him like shit. And that she can't really go back to him because he realizes it also.
Oh, okay. I interpret it as like, no, you also know I want to go. I don't know. I didn't catch that, but I mean, I guess we'll see.
I've also seen it a bunch of times.
Yeah, there is that. You're coming in with a little bit of a bias.
Hey, Kat, why don't you let me have this one, huh?
No, this one's mine.
Yes, Biggie.
He's trying to protect her. I mean, she's having fun? I don't think she's having fun.
Heath Ledger helped her with this, if I remember correctly.
The dance? Or getting on the table in the first place?
Acting drunk.
just need to lie down somewhere.
You lie down and you go to sleep.
Sleep is good.
Yo, not if you have a concussion.
I like that, he also just wants to be left alone.
Me to talk?
Cameron, I'm a little busy right now.
Can you give me a second?
Like, he also wanted to be left alone, and then he was offered a job. A skeezy job, but okay, Cameron sucks. He's taking someone away from caring for,
Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. Go for it.
I mean, you're both pretty shitty and manipulating a girl into dating you, so... I don't think there's a good guy in this.
Good advice, though.
This is so patronizing. I don't think so.
Okay.
Ooh, swings. I like swings.
Me too. I have a slight obsession with things.
Oh my god. She's really... I'll give her a lot of credit. She's playing a drunk girl very well. Like, I've been really impressed with the acting in this movie overall.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they say.
Nope, what do they say? No. Cat, come on, wake up. Look at me.
Hey. Your eyes have a little green in them.
He is very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's good. That's good. You're puking it up. That's good. Get her some water. Although you don't want to leave her alone.
A bunch of us are going to Jarrett's. Ready?
I have to be home in 20 minutes. You know, I don't have to be home till 2.
Oh, yeah, ew.
Oh, man, I can't. Damn. That's a shit. Chastity?
Oh, wow.
Hey,
What a
you
terrible
fast.
friend. What a terrible friend.
Hey, Cameron. Do you think you could give me a ride home?
I mean, it's not like he's a good guy. He also sucks. Like, he tried manipulating her to date him. Like...
Thank you so much for joining us for part 1 of 10 Things I Hate About You. Keep an eye out for part 2 coming soon. And if you'd like to see the extended length version of this, or get exclusive content, early access, or join our Discord community, you can find the link to our Patreon in the description. For only $2, you can vote on what we watch next. And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Whee! Thanks so much.